You got to risk about 80 to 90 points on gold to stay in it.
Don't you?
Yep.
That's
That's
yeah.
why that's why the micros make it so much easier on that. I mean, you look at the NASDAQ. I remember I used to use about a 12, 15 point stop on the NASDAQ. That was the NQ, not the MNQ.
Right, this bad boy
And
right
and
here.
and now you got to risk about 150, 200 points. So, I mean, you talk about volatility. I mean, things have picked up a lot over the years.
They have. I
So,
was in and I woke up today and I was up early too. And I was like, yeah, I was like gold's doing good. And then disappointingly I was stopped out. I was like, yeah, I was like we're going to go higher. I was like we're
well,
going higher and
if you
then
want a kind of a
stopped.
cheaper stock, EGO, Eldorado Gold, it's really good, and it's only like 27 bucks.
Oh wow.
So, I mean, if you're trying to get in on one of the cheaper ones that has a good chug to go, what was it back in 20? I forget what it was, 19, 20, 2020, something like that. They did a 5-for-1 stock split or a reverse stock split just because they were dirt cheap. So it made them a little more apt to for people to jump into them because they're not a penny stock anymore. So, but they've really taken off.
El Dorado Gold.
So,
Is it and this one is this a miner?
yeah,
And they have earnings too, which could actually
and the CEO.
and the CEO, yes.
Alex, how are
Well,
you?
yeah, we got
I'm
Alex with
good.
us.
I'm good, man. I was just looking at my we were talking about gold. I was looking at we
PPLT?
got GDX. We got some
Oh,
we had some flows coming in today. I mean, it was a mix, honestly, but I mean, it had a good move. So the first ones were actually about midday. So a little late, but you still could have probably gotten a little nice little gain.
cool.
Um but then some puts kind of would have thrown you off, and there was a variety of strike prices, which is like it's hard to kind of parse those. But let's look at GDX. Let's look at how much those options. What was it? What was the strike? October 7th. Let's go. Let's go. I probably would have done an earlier one. Let's just go September 26th, 75. Look at that. 600% gain.
Wow.
So you probably wouldn't have gotten all that, but you could have done probably could have gone like 200% on that. Actually, we missed this one, but oh well. We got a good game today. Jeremy, what's up, man? No, you're the man, Jeremy. Ooh, SMR. Yeah. What did we do? We bought it? Did we set a debit spread? I
Oh my
forget what we
gosh.
did.
It's up 20%, Alex.
I know. I know. It was a good entry, man.
That was
I
nice.
bought the underlying too on that. And I do believe we did a debit spread, Jeremy. Is that what we did? Or what did we do? I forget, man. I send out so many trades. Uh, but the SMR, yeah. So I mean, even that debit spread, we did like I think we got 40. Actually, no, it was a debit spread, wasn't it? Let me check Telegram here.
I think it was a debit spread because you put that out yesterday, right?
I did, yeah. All right, yeah, 12. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we got 45%. Um, yeah, yeah. Oh, you bought the call? Oh, nice, man. Which call did you get? Because these are all up big, 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 big. 38 and a half. Whoa! 26th of September? That's crazy, dude. 285%. Nice. Look out, man. That's deep, deep in the money. Hell yeah, bro.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, that is sick. Yeah, I'm up like 20% on the shares just today. Ooh, $4 trade on SMR call. I made 42 bucks. I love it. Can we screen cap these, Blake?
Yeah, I can put them in your tab.
Y'all going into the testimonial bank.
That's right.
What was that? Crystal?
Yeah,
iPhone Crystal? iPhone Crystal?
I think
Welcome.
so.
Nice. Crystal, I know your iPhone.
You
Uh,
still holding that PPLT put?
no, I'm not. I forgive that one. I must have bought that back. Are
Well,
you?
I bought it back today at 63 cents. I mean, we picked up 70% of that thing.
Are you still in Rio? Because we're about. I'm just gonna let that thing expire. I mean, we got like 100%.
Yeah, I'm still in Rio.
Hell yeah. Um. Yeah, we're that Rio has just been popping, man. I mean, all these miners like we have like a broad. I mean, I guess it hasn't actually been popping at all, but it has stayed above what we sold the 60, right? So
Yeah, we sold the 60 put at 52 cents.
yeah. You know what I was thinking about today? Actually, I was doing some scanning and I was looking at no, wait, what is this? What was I looking at? It wasn't Uber. Man, I didn't bookmark it. Was it AMAT? No, it wasn't AMAT either. CDNS, it was not. It was some like crazy nondescript company, man. But it's just been on this tear, and it's pretty. I was like, we could sell. There's just like this sick premium on it. Completely forgot. I don't know. Maybe when you're talking, I'll look it up. But we can sell like 40 points below where it is and get like 120 bucks and buy like
What?
yeah, dude, it was crazy. And it's like a big company too. I forget where it was. Ah. Oh, was it no, it was was it A oh yeah, no, it was APP.
Oh, Apollon.
Yeah, App Lovin', right?
Yeah, or App 11 or whatever it is.
Yeah. Look at this trend. So maybe I
Yeah.
was maybe I was overselling it, but let's see what we can get on this if we did want to sell those premiums. So if we go like next week, okay, maybe I was overselling it a little bit, but still, 560, 557, 5 like right here, which is the like App Lovin'. I don't even know what they do. Do you know what they do? Anybody know what
I,
App Lovin' does? I have no idea, but they're a
no,
huge
I've traded them several times, but I don't know what to do.
yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna bury this Fibonacci.
Let's go
But
find
like
out.
that's a pretty like good trend line. And like this is a I mean, I guess they moved this fast up, so they could probably move that fast down, but if we were to take the 560, if you sold the 560 call, I mean you could just get 100 and you could probably get 100 what you probably get filled for what 143 make 143 bucks by next Friday just on selling that.
They're an
Um,
advertising agency.
that's right. Yeah, they're one of
Mhm.
they like serve ads and stuff.
Software-based platform for advertisers to enhance the marketing and the monetization of their content in the United States and internationally.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it's a lot of big words.
Yeah, that's like a word salad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? You think it's worth selling? I sometimes, especially like at the end of OPEX, I'm not like super keen on to use a British term, super keen on on buying or selling, but I don't really see like it going down. I mean, this was a 2 week move. Obviously, it could happen fast. Everything can always happen faster than it goes up, but this took 9 days to get here, and we have to basically hold for, I mean, 5 or 7, I guess 7 days with count the weekend. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty decent premium at 560. Um,
You can get $1.30 for that.
yeah, I bet you, it probably can, yeah, it's going down a little bit. I mean, 130 bucks on just on the week for just doing nothing. Uh,
Yeah.
and then your cost basis at 560, I guess it wouldn't really, it's so expensive, it doesn't really move your cost basis down on the stock if you do get assigned much.
No.
But
But
um,
yeah, I mean, if you can, I'll, I'll
I
sell
might,
it.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah, let's do it.
See if I can get
Let's
$1.32 out of it.
sell single.
There we go.
Ooh, gotta, okay, I'm gonna try and get, yeah, Did you get filled?
I got filled at $1.32.
Hell yeah. Let me see. Mhm. Wait. Oh shit. Wait, where did my thing go? I mean, crap. I don't know if I can say that word on here. I was trying to sell, Jesus, the wrong stock. Oops. Oops.
There.
Nice. All right.
Slap that in the chat.
Nice. All right. So 130. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. What Mara call? I don't know what you're talking about. Uh, 43. Which stock? Okay, Crystal. I don't know what you're talking about with Mara. That wasn't me, but Jeremy. Which one are you talking about, my man?
43 strike, 80 close, 24 hours,
Oh,
420.
SMR. Oh,
Oh,
dude, that's sick, dude. Oh yeah, you crushed that so hard.
big time.
That's very, very cool.
I'll
Um,
be grabbing that one.
yeah. Um, that's just from talking, dude. Oh, Jeremy. Wait, you're at Huntington Beach, right? Hell yeah, dude. All right, when I come out, let's go surfing. Let's do it, man. Uh, yeah, that wasn't me yesterday, Crystal, on Mara, so it must have been somebody else. Um, but it looks like it was good. So I don't know. It's kind of hard. Everything's kind of popping, honestly. Like if we go over here to uh
Everybody's favorite OKLO.
Finviz. Oh, is OKLO popping? Oh,
Oh
that's
yeah.
nice. Ooh. Oh wow, look at that. I don't
Yeah.
remember if we saw any calls yesterday on it. I feel like I did see some calls on it yesterday. Um so yeah, that's pretty sick. Good job. Did anybody get in on Oklo? I mean, I didn't notice it or send any trades, but yeah, this is soaring. I mean, SMR is too. I'm telling you, nuclear is the way forward. Like we were talking yesterday, it's just like you weren't on here, Jeff, when we talk about S, but like all of these like nuclear, all these companies like need like nuclear energy. It's unstoppable.
Yeah. I'll agree with that.
We actually one of our guys, Bodie, he said he was he said he was like used to be like a data center dude, and
Oh wow.
he would like an engineer or something, and there was like just the amount of cooling power it takes to keep these things from overheating is insane.
Yes. They generate a ton of heat.
But yeah, Apple's leading the pack on the big tech stocks. We got Oracle. So that Oracle trade is up. But like we got it until I think we got it until next week. So it's like up. It was like down a little bit yesterday. There was the spread we put on. It's like up like it was like 6%, I think, right now. So like I'm still I don't like think Oracle's with it's not gonna I don't think it's gonna lag the rest of this pop, which I think is probably going to continue into next week. I mean, we've kind of blown through everything that was stopping us, that people thought might stop us. The FOMC's done. Uh, we have triple witching. I guess that's today, but that's the last thing. We get through that hurdle. Um, and then I don't know how was that? Didn't the Jolts job report come out or something?
We had jobless claims yesterday. We didn't have any news today.
Oh, we didn't
Zero.
have any news. Okay,
No.
maybe it's next week.
Well, next week we got some manufacturing stuff, housing stuff. Um, we got new home sales, existing home sales. I'm going off the top of my head. And then we got that S&P Global Manufacturing PMI, and I think we have the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment on Friday. And what else did I see? I can't remember.
Well, let's.
Oh, durable goods. That was the other one.
If anything can derail the economy, it's the durable goods report.
Yeah.
So we had initial. Okay, yeah. So we had, I guess, initial jobless claims were yesterday.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay. Wow. That's how much it matters. I guess I didn't even know, but they were lower than normal or lower than last time, lower than the expectation. So, who
but
knows
the
what?
the one thing that was surprising though this week of anything, in my opinion, what was it on? Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? They had the Philly Fed manufacturing. It came in at like 23, and what was that?
Industrial production, was this it?
No, no, not
No.
industrial production. It was a big one. It was
Yeah, the Philly Fed is
yeah,
that is
right there, Philly Fed Manufacturing Index. See, it came in at 23, and they were expecting two.
that's crazy.
That was
Yeah.
on, yeah, that
Oh
was
yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but
Dude,
that one was a real surprise.
yeah. I don't even know what is that measure? Just
That
what
it measures the manufacturing. It's like it's the Philadelphia Fed basically does the main looks at the manufacturing in their district to see if the orders they're having, if manufacturing is increasing, decreasing based off of orders, planned orders, hiring, firing, and they do a real big Fed thing. And it's a pretty good gauge. I mean, you think about manufacturing in the Northeast, basically, that's huge up there. And so
so
they are,
it only measures like because there's like the Empire State one, which is New York. So I guess the Philadelphia one only measures like
it,
Pennsylvania or no, yeah, Pennsylvania. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I mean, but yeah, but I mean, it's a pretty big deal, and the market moves pretty well off of it. And the market actually sold off on that because it was a lot better than expected. And they thought, well, we don't want anything being good because then they're not going to cut rates, right?
Yeah.
So it dipped off of that.
That's crazy though. I mean, that just shows you all these numbers are fake. They don't have any idea what's going on.
Oh no, they don't.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What a rebound though. I mean, look, tariffs don't seem to be affecting things. Look, my cousin's dad he lives in a small town in Virginia and he owns a machining shop, right? And they'll make like little parts. Actually, we're talking about nuclear. He makes parts for BWXT, which is just down the road from
Oh
him. So
wow.
yeah. Um, and I keep on asking him every time I go down there to visit. I'm just like, yo, you notice any tariffs? He's like, nah, business is actually picking up. People want this stuff. Um, so it doesn't seem to be affecting, a lot of manufacturing, at least in the little slice that I can anecdotally talk about.
Right. You
Uh,
said it in West Virginia?
no, Western Virginia, like,
Oh, Western
yeah, yeah,
Virginia.
around like the Charlottesville, Roanoke
Oh,
area.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that's where my
That's really beautiful up there, man. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, man, I love it. I go down there a couple times a year. It's real nice. I love this. I love the smell of a Virginia summer. You know,
Yeah.
that's something irreplaceable.
Yeah, I've only been through there in the winter, so
It's horrible in the winter. It's like there's no snow. It's like 40 degrees and it's just gray.
right.
But the summers and the falls are absolutely gorgeous. So definitely come up here in one of the better seasons.
Yeah.
You know. Um, but so let's see what I was so the Oracle trade is bullish. Yeah. It's a bull it's a bull it's a debit bull call spread, so it's bullish. So you want it to go up. I guess we're still down 4%, but I don't really worry. Now we're up 4%. It's just, I mean, if you look at the Oracle's chart, it's like it's basically sort of just above where we are. Now the good news is since we are above our break even, which I forgot what it was, but if we're up 4% right now, it's like as time goes on and we get closer to 26 to the expiration date, the time decay for debit spreads, this is why they're really cool, is they only have to go up a little bit. And that 4%, if it doesn't even move a single dollar, which I don't think it will, I think it's probably going to go up next week. We'll be at that like 25% profit target, which is what I said to set as a good to close. But even if it doesn't move, by virtue of theta decay, we will be going higher on the profit on that because that's the way it works, which is cool. So it only has to move up a little bit. As long as it's above the break even, theta actually works in your favor. Versus if we had bought like a call option yesterday and it stayed flat, you just lose money to theta decay. So, you know. Uh, I like debit spreads. We just did two debit spreads in some of our services today. We took them on ANET and ASTS and different services. So, I think those are going to be good. It's easier. I just feel like, especially now, like, I mean, we do the unusual option stuff, but these are like finding like really big moves, right? If we're looking for like trends, uh, I don't really know like buying options right now is just it's like it's a long game. It's not necessarily worth the squeeze. But a debit spread you can get to you can get a profit in a much easier with less headache. So that's kind of why we do that. Um oh hey Jeff, Crystal's on the Gulf Coast too.
Oh, awesome.
I don't know if you're on the coast. Are you on the coast? Are you in
Mobile is right on the Gulf of Mexico of
that's right.
America. Sorry, I almost
Gulf
said
of America.
Mexico.
Yeah, don't dead name the Gulf of America.
Yeah. So Pascagoula. Wow.
Is that close?
Oh yeah, yeah. I basically live probably as the crow flies, maybe 20 miles from Pascagoula.
Oh, nice. Well, yeah.
So it's a little further from where I am at the office, but yeah, I live out there right at the Mississippi Alabama line. So my daughter lives in a little town called Gaucher, which is just past her. And so it takes us literally 30 minutes to drive to her house. So,
Oh, nice.
but yeah, Gaucher's a cool little place.
Yeah. I want to go to Alabama, man. There's this town I read about in a magazine once where it's like super, I forget, it's like tiny town, but it's like super artsy. I think there's a couple of them, but this one in particular seems
Fairhope.
cool. Yeah, maybe that was it.
Yep,
Is that the
Fairhope.
one? Yeah.
Ocean Springs in Mississippi and Fairhope are basically the same town, just in different towns. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
so if you want to do that one or both of them, so but yeah, but yeah, Fairhope is and that's just south of Daphne. That's what no Jason was just saying there.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, Springs and Fairhope are basically the same thing. They actually have a really cool motorcycle go across the Gulf Coast thing that goes on in the springtime. It's awesome. So they have these old car shows and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool.
That's sick. That's sick. Yeah, I like those. I like that architecture too, man.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for like old style architecture. The place, the towns that still maintain like the Victorian housing, or I don't know, maybe or later than whatever. But they're really cool
Well,
southern
there's still a lot
architecture.
of Spanish style houses around here because Spain owned this.
Yeah, yeah, it's a wild place that
Oh
way.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sam's dropping the knowledge bomb. I'm gonna bookmark this, Sam. We're gonna. Uh, I would love to talk about all these places. We do have to
Well, yeah, I'll
talk
agree with
about the
her on that
market.
one. Katrina ate us alive.
Yeah.
So,
Um, but Jason, yeah, the scanner's coming. I just got an update. I think they said like hopefully we're gonna be live into production by September 29th. So we're launching this thing in October, come hell or high water. That's what I want to do. Sorry to hear that, Crystal, by the way, about Katrina. But yeah, we're gonna launch the scanner to like people to use in October. So it's gonna be pretty cool, man. I'm looking forward to everybody being able to use it. It's been pretty good. But so for next week, if we look at SPX, let's look at SPY because it's easier. SPX like has a lot of so 22 like only like next week on the 20 like on Monday we're basically well if we go to the 26th basically 8 points either way um which I wouldn't say is super big. I mean look at what happened what did we do this week? This is Monday 659 662 uh but I guess it's a little it's probably gonna maybe this about a little more than last week. But not as much as we've seen like 648 to 649, 659. So not as much as 2 weeks ago. Fairly should be fairly calm, I'm thinking. But we'll see how the rebalancing starts. I just after OPEX, I don't I I'm looking at this FXI position. I'm still gonna hold it into Monday. Because I do think, I mean, I think China, look at, there's the other day we were thinking about two or three sectors that, were that bullish if you're looking for bullish stuff. And I don't think you want to fade AI. So AI is one of them. Uh, I don't think you want to fade nuclear, which is why, like SMR, we went long on SMR. Look at that. And Oklo is another one. Even like companies like CEG, that's a much bigger company, so it's not going to have the giant spikes, but I think it is going to be looking good. And then I was thinking like the other one, and I honestly think that, just another sector not to fade, at least for right now, is China. China. Uh, like you look at this FXI is the China large cap ETF. This is a big gap. That's why I'm holding on to this option until Monday because I mean these look at what happens. This is why I tend to stay away from like Chinese stocks just because I think the price action isn't. I don't know how you do technical analysis on any of that, right? But we just see this call come in on FXI. I thought we would see more actually. Um, Today come in later we didn't. But I'm still holding because I think that we have basically, I think it was the 26th. Yeah, it was next week, next Friday for it to play out. Um, you know, Especially if we announce a trade deal, TikTok seems like something's imminent news with that's happening. So if that happens, I think China's just gonna blow upward, like in a good way. Um,
Well, if you just want to look at an ETF, URA is smoking too.
oh, look at that. Oh yeah. I
That's
mean, this is the whole nuclear thing. Everything's, I don't know, was there some news today on nuclear? Like I don't.
well, there's always news coming out on nuclear. I know one thing. Sweden actually came out and they're dumping, I forget how many billions into nuclear energy now.
Hmm.
And they're all wind and solar, and they came out
Right,
and said, we're doing nuclear.
right.
And there's another, European country that's going to have a lot of demand on uranium and stuff.
Dude,
So,
I mean, yeah, that's a good shift, dude. If Sweden's doing it, like
yeah.
the most lib country, not to bring politics into, but like the most lib country in Europe, if they're doing this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Though I will say the Scandinavian countries actually aren't like Norway funds its sovereign wealth fund with oil.
Right.
They're not as they're not as environmentalist and green as they might lead them to think. But man, if Germany were to do that, if Germany were to follow suit,
Oh, yeah. That'd be huge.
that would be a massive.
Well, one thing I thought was really funny this week, old Newsom over there in California is on bended knee right now, begging the oil companies not to shut down their refineries. And it was so, I guess, got so bad because you got Chevron, Valero, and Phillips all Petroleum all shutting down the refineries and heading out of California. And so they passed a bill last weekend or last week that allowed them to, they would give leases, 2,000 leases a year for drilling oil. And there are big basins over there around Bakersfield and stuff like that. Has a lot of oil in it.
Dude, I drove through Bakersfield on my way to Yosemite from Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
And I saw the oil. It was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
You're all driving on the side of the road, just these oil rigs like going up and down.
Oh yeah. And so they're going to give them 2,000 leases a year for the next 10 years. They passed this thing. So they went back and said, "See, we're trying to help you out." And they basically said, "Up yours because you're still killing us on taxes and on your
Yeah.
EPA stuff and everything. We're out of here." And so they're trying to keep it because if they leave, I mean, you took out two of those places, the Valero and the Phillips plant, or the
Chevron, right?
Chevron and the Valero plant. Each one of them produces about 10 to 15% of California's gasoline.
That's crazy. So that's like a
And so
combined 30%.
what they've
Jeez.
been having to do, those refineries have to buy it from either Alaska or they have to import it from, Venezuela, wherever they can grab it from. So it costs them more money to do that as opposed to just drilling it. And so they're trying to keep them there, but I don't think they're going to be able to keep them.
Dude,
So they're
well,
gonna be in trouble.
that's a yeah. I mean, California's got to change its ways because
Yeah.
slightly less important than those companies, but Bed Bath and Beyond, Bed Bath and Beyond left California a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So that's yeah. I know I read that and I was like, it's just one of those things you read on X or something or it seems oh that's probably super important, but then I just read the next headline and forgot about it. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
It is.
You are, yeah, cool. Oh man, I feel like this has room to run. I mean, when will uranium demand decrease? Like, what is the bear case for uranium decreasing? I don't really see one.
There is none. I
Yeah.
mean, there's really not. I mean, the thing is, I mean, where does most uranium come from? I mean, every country has uranium in it. So, I mean, it all depends on who wants to, mine it and all that good stuff. So if they'll allow us to mine our uranium, it'd be awesome. But I mean, but there's uranium all over the place. And I mean, it's a very, I mean, it's just about in every gold and silver mine that's out there for the most part. So even Canada's got a bunch of uranium. So, but I
Yeah.
mean, I just don't see where there's going to be a non-demand anymore. Everybody's demanding it. Everybody wants to go to nuclear. Everybody wants to build more nuclear plants, or even the SMRs. It doesn't matter. It's still nuclear.
Hmm.
So I think there's really no end in sight right now for that. I mean, nothing ever goes straight up, but you'll have little waves along the way. But I think overall, I mean, it's going to continue to move.
Yeah, I wonder if anything came in. Ooh, look at that. Finally, folks.
Another one.
Another flow, small on FXI. And it's at a different strike. We'll get back to FXI. Well, let's I want to see just real quick. We'll come back to FXI. Let me see if is there any URA. Oh, look at that. There was some. Kind of mixed though. Not and honestly not too much volume, but there was some flows on URA today.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's good. I might wait for a little bit of a pullback, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going to send it to pull back. I mean, we're raking in demand. The only way, like I feel like uranium could decrease if the demand for nuclear decreases, which would be caused by like data centers not needing it, which would be caused by an AI bubble implosion. So there's like four chain that would send, four chain of reactions that would send it down, but. That's pretty sick. Let's check out this FXI. Let's see if they're still holding it. Uh, yeah. So you can see that there. Everybody's still holding it. Um, so that's why we're going to hold it. Looks like they're still in it. We're going to stay in it. Um, I don't know if anybody here got in on Lemonade yesterday. We got a 38%. Uh, it was like at 30, I got 36%. I accidentally exited before I wanted to, but then I think we exited right here. But man, I don't know if anybody held on to Lemonade. You probably got like 100 and some 200% gain. That thing cranked after today. But I didn't we had just gotten another big one. I just didn't feel like holding it. I had to go to lunch. So, but yeah, look at that. That would have been sick. Um but like that's what I'm saying. Like so SMR, we got some good gains. Blake says Oracle is running fast. Let's see what we're doing on that spread here. Uh where is it? Okay, so we're up at 16% on the spread. Lynn got some of that lemonade. Lynn, lemonade. Nice. Scampy up $132 on lemonade. Scampy, why aren't you emailing me to tell you this? Tell me this. I beg of you, email me. But we'll get can we get some screens of these? Oh, Jason got 95% gain.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sick, dude. Good
Well,
job.
here's a question I have for you. So China comes out and says Nvidia can't sell their chips to any business in China, right?
Hmm.
But yet Nvidia flips back around and says, okay, we'll just put 5 billion into Intel.
Yeah.
So are they trying to backdoor them or something, or what's up with that?
Well, yeah, that's an interesting point. I don't really know how it all works, man. I will say Nvidia is notorious for round tripping, allegedly,
Yeah.
with stuff. So, so if you look at CoreWeave, let me see if I can explain this right because it's been a while, but basically, oh, it's pretty simple. And so CoreWeave, right? We all remember this one. We traded this last week.
Right.
Um, So NVIDIA invests in CoreWeave, and then CoreWeave buys NVIDIA chips. And then NVIDIA says, look at all the chips we've sold. And then they invest in CoreWeave. And then CoreWeave buys more chips. And NVIDIA says, look at all the chips we've sold. So that's called round tripping.
Yeah.
And it's I mean, I don't know. I guess the demand is there actually in reality, but it does seem a little sketch. I don't know what the
But
numbers
one thing
actually
I
are.
was confused about is, Intel, they make computer processors as opposed to the GPUs, they make CPUs. So now you got basically two different chips, but that being said, I don't see why Intel wouldn't get into GPUs because they got the chip technology. So, and they have manufacturing plants here in the United States, and maybe that's what they're trying to do is to get somehow, get Intel to start making some of their GPUs instead of the CPUs and stuff. I don't know. That's what I'm just trying to figure out.
That's interesting. I feel like China would be savvy to that. I don't know though.
Yeah.
Who knows? But but it was so. I mean, that it was really is weird because China, like America was like, you can't sell the chips, and then
Yeah,
China was like, how dare you? And then they're like, okay, well, you can sell the chips. And then China was like, no, we don't want them anymore.
exactly.
It was like a
It's like it's like a 3-year-old kids talking.
yeah, yeah, dude. Uh, but I wonder if it'll last. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, everybody remember DeepSeek, the next great chip revolution that was going to send Nvidia down. I don't suppose they
Oh yeah.
created, their chips that could beat Nvidia's, but I never heard anything about it. I don't really know if they do have anything. I don't know if that's why they don't want these chips, but I feel like honestly with the TikTok thing, it's a negotiating tool from China. They're trying to hold a little bit of stuff powder in reserve to say, okay,
Right.
if you close down if you close down TikTok, we're not going to take Nvidia chips. So there's a lot of layers. There's a lot of layers to things. It's yeah, these guys play at a very hefty game. Um, Intel does. D seems to know a lot about technology. Um, to be
They
honest,
do make GPUs. Okay.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
just renowned for their CPUs, I guess.
yeah.
Because I knew AMD made GPUs and CPUs, but I didn't know if Intel did that. The Arc brand? Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of Arc. I didn't know that's.
Yeah, I have too. So,
I don't really, to be honest, I don't like follow much of. I don't know a super like the semiconductor chip industry. Like I have friends who will go and like wait in line at 5 a.m. at Target for the next the next like GPU chip to come out. They like
oh
to
God.
get those good graphics chips. But I'm not about that. I'll just play like Civ 5, play like Civilization on my laptop from like 15 years ago. It's the most video games I play. It's like a it's like a game where you like move, you like start like a civilization from a village, and you like expand your territory and
Oh wow.
dude, it's so addictive. You have to like resource manage and stuff. But but
Yeah, I came from the generation of Pong and Pac-Man.
those are fun too. Those are fun too. I don't get into the new ones like Fortnite. That stuff scares me. Um, Someone was asking about Bloom Energy.
I'm long bloom.
Are you long Bloom? Let's go look
I
at it.
am.
We do have some puts coming in, but let's see. Oh, got
Lots of puts coming in.
4 puts coming in on that. Let's see what it did today.
That's bloom.
Yeah, wow. That's pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
Where are these puts? Let's see. These are all September 26th. These are next week. It's 310. These are next week, 74, 76. Come on, load. Dude, you have to show everybody that you're cool, scanner. Don't freeze on me. Live on camera. So 75, 75, 74, 76 puts, September 26th. The most though are 75. Let's go look at
Well,
these.
so the question that I have is, are they buying puts to hedge their position?
Yeah. Well, that's why I usually um so when you see this stuff, I look at it because if and we do get scans, we do get stuff coming in here that's like um okay, we got basically 1,000, new plus volume coming in on this call, but you go over here and you got 995 new volume coming in on puts. So that's like doesn't mean anything, because they could just be doing condors, they could be doing a strangle, they could be doing whatever, straddle, or just
Right.
in their positions. But when you do like for like instance lemonade, I don't know if it's still like this, it might have sorted itself out. But if we go to lemonade, you can see, yeah, it sorted itself out. But in the ones that are really good is when you basically you see all of these unusual flows coming in. The chart looks cool, and if you see all these calls, thousands upon thousands of, tens of thousands, 100,000, millions of dollars worth of calls coming in, and then there's like nothing on the other side, you know,
Right.
that's that's a better signal to me. That's what I kind of look for. But if it's just like if it's a ton on both sides, it doesn't mean anything. Um, Kathy, I don't know, a B. Is that just B? But like, let's look at this. I mean, this is the 26 of $75 call. Wow, that's way out of the money, but not even that much on the chart, I wouldn't say. Or $75 put, sorry. So it's right down here. Um, it's pretty expensive, honestly, for being that far out of the money. Uh, let's see. There's not actually there's a pretty good skew here. It's not as low as I want it to be.
You can get $40.50 for a 76 put that expires next week on Bloom.
You could, yeah.
Wow.
Or you could buy the put and fall and see if it's gonna collapse, which I don't know, man. What does Bloom Energy do?
I know they're out of California, and I'm pretty sure they're. Hold on, we'll find out real quick. Someone might beat me to it, but that's fine.
Yeah, D seems like he knows what Bloom does. Yeah, that's interesting. GPUs will be the next commodity, optical processors and quantum processors. That's what I'm saying, quantum computing stocks. So I mean, I don't know if I know this trade moved really fast this morning. But like Qubit, look at Qubit, man. This thing like just climbed. I mean,
They do solid oxide fuel cells.
solid oxide. What is that?
They're design, manufacture, and sell solid oxide fuel cells for on-site power generation in the United States internationally. Um, this is what I thought they did. They they have a power generator that to convert fuel like natural gas, hydrogen,
They're
and
hydrogen. That's where I've heard of them before. They're
they
hydrogen.
blend the fuels into electricity through an electrochemical process without combustion. Oh my goodness. I guess what that solid oxide fuel does.
That's
So they
pretty
take
sick.
natural gas and hydrogen and stuff like that and chemically process them without combustion. Wow.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Hydrogen. Someone asked about hydrogen earlier.
Direct channels to utilities, data centers. There you go. Agricultural, retail, hospitals, higher education, biotech, manufacturing industries. So,
That's
so
yeah.
they're kind of on the nuclear side of things, if you want to look at it that way. Hydrogen cells and
Look at it.
everything.
Yeah, look at it. There must be other companies inside the recent rally in hydrogen ETFs.
Yeah,
Pow Plug surged 20% yesterday, 2 days ago. Oh, interesting.
but it's like
And
a $2 stock, isn't it?
yeah, it's
It's nothing.
did we get another put come in here? B? No, not yet. We got one recently though. We just got what was that 75? All right, let's look at Plug real quick. I want to talk about gold because what I it's and silver. I want to talk about the metals. Really silver because like we talked about GDX. We had Kathy here asking about Barrick mining, but these companies, man, these miners, like it is wild how much breadth is happening in the markets right now, which is
Yes,
part of the reason why I'm kind of bullish because I think like you can't deny that everything is that there is no like concentration. It's not like the Mag 7. Honestly, the Mag 7, if you look at it, it's kind of paltry compared to the other companies that we've been looking at today that have been jumping, you know?
right, right,
Um, and then when that happens, that's usually a pretty bullish sign when you have breadth. If you have like Nvidia and Tesla, and you have like three companies, Google, that are going up, and then everything else is flat. That's
right.
not really that's pretty fragile. But we have gold going up. I don't know what it's doing today, but it's
It's
up
up today.
today. We have and actually pretty interesting. Look at this. So look at that move. Look at that move on gold today. Let's just go back to it. All right. I mean, that's good.
But silver's really going good.
But what's going better is silver. Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah. And I think I mean, you look at how the rate cuts are going. I mean, silver usually outperforms gold when it comes to rate cuts. And so we just started the rate cuts, right? Now, the big question is, and I think that's why the S&P and everybody's having a hard time trying to deal with it. How many more rate cuts are we going to get? I mean, you have some people saying we're going to have rate cuts going through 2027. You have some that say that we'll have, 6 rate cuts. Then you have, the Fed coming out saying we're going to have at least 3 more. I mean, that's what I don't know. I think that's what the market's trying to figure out because they want a whole bunch. So, but that more that talk is there, the more you're going to have gold and silver shooting up. I mean, flat out,
Yeah.
because those rate cuts with all the cash that's out there probably going to cause a little more inflation. Of course, you got an inflation hedge in gold, and it's going to devalue the dollar as you cut down the interest rates. The dollar's going to devalue. I mean, look at the dollars, what it's been doing. So it's been moving down also. So. I mean, a weak dollar, strong gold, and gold's so expensive that you got to get to the cheap man's gold, right? Silver. So silver's at, $40. Well, actually it's at 43.35 silver futures are, but I mean, you're at, you're at $39 on SLV right now,
No.
and people can, buy silver a whole lot cheaper than they can buy gold. I mean, it costs you 3,700 bucks an ounce right now for gold, or $40 an ounce for silver.
Right.
So,
And you probably have a little more, maybe, more upside even than
oh,
gold.
absolutely. You got a lot more upside. And right
So,
now, there's really nothing stopping them. If it'll close above $43, I don't think there's really anything stopping it from going to 50. I mean, there's really nothing between here and $50.
I mean, I think we're going to close. Look, it's pumping at the end of the day. Oh, look
Yeah.
at that. Look at that. Woo!
But I don't see how they can, I mean, I don't see how I mean, they really have nothing to stop it. So why not? Why not try to go up and hit that all-time high up there at 49.85 and see if they can bust it? And if they do, maybe we go to $75.
So, I mean, like, what's the play here, Jeff? Like, do we buy or do we buy it? Do we trade it? How if we want to buy, like, right? I mean, I think that this is a good long, but like, what if you wanted to trade it too and kind of
Well,
juice that income while you're holding?
that's the problem that you have with silver. The problem with silver and trying to trade it is that silver is both a precious metal, but it's also an industrial metal. So you can have manufacturing news come out and it'll beat up silver and gold and continue to move up sometimes. And then you have, real strong manufacturing news, but bad economic news, gold will sell off and silver will go up. So you do run into those time periods. Silver has a tendency to surge and then chill out and then surge and then chill out.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's easier if you're going to be trading SLV to do longer term options on it to pick up the better move than to try to, or sell puts there. I mean,
Right.
it's a great market if you want to sell puts in it, fine. Go out and sell some puts on it and see if you can't get it down here at, on SLV, see if you can't get it at 37 and a half or try to get it at, 37 or 36 or something like that. So, it might be easier to pull in the income off of it than it would be to try to do options 2 or 3 weeks out because a lot of times you'll just get burned on your time decay. So, but that's the thing with it.
And there's
And
actually you actually do that, right?
oh yes, I sold puts. I own SLV from $16.
Oh yeah.
Um, but I sold puts on SLV all the time. And so, and most of the time I don't get filled, but that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. But but I do. I love selling puts on it. I like selling put spreads. I'll even sell call spreads on the thing. So it's a great income stock. If you're wanting to buy something and make money on it, use GLD. It moves.
Yeah.
But SLV doesn't move that fast. You look at what it's done over 2 weeks here, right? You've gone from what, 37 to 39. It's a $2 move. That's not bad. So, but you look at that mess right there, buy some calls in that and see how
Mhm.
you do.
Right. Right. Yeah, you're gonna get eaten.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not a really good buy call market unless you do long-term calls. If you're going out, 2, 3 months or doing leaps on it or something like that, fine, you'll do fine on it. And the options are cheap. That's what's really cool. You can go out a long ways out, and options are pretty cheap. So you're not going to get burned on it. I mean, you go out, go out 4 or 5 months, and the options are still on SLV, and the options still are very, very cheap. I mean, you do an at the money call, and
Wow.
what, it
Yeah,
costs $2.
that is cheap.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
crazy.
So what you do is you go out a long ways, and then you buy if you want to buy calls, go out 3 or 4 or 5 months, buy calls on it, and let it trend. That's cool. But if you're trying to do it on a short term basis, it won't work. You can't go 2, 3, 4 weeks out and then say giddy up because you might end up getting in that sideways market right there. You just get theta eats you.
Well, you were telling me about what you do though, in case it is going this way, you can still get some income from this. Get
Oh,
some.
absolutely. So and I've actually have a new trade that I just started putting out and everything like that. If everybody wants to hang around and watch that,
Yeah, let's.
but I found one of the best ways of trading it,
I
and
mean,
you end up
we're
getting
heading into
income.
a super cycle, man. I think I really do think these commodities are going to pop, and this is so cool because you
Well,
get the upside, you get the income, you get everything if you
right.
buy it
And
and
the
do
big
this.
thing is when you get into these super cycles, think about what gold's done over the past, basically 2 years here, right? It's been in a huge super cycle, and silver's been being pulled up with it. But if you go back and look at history, silver at the end of these super cycles way outperforms gold. It will just up and take off. And that's the thing that you really got to be aware of is silver will really go to spiking up.
Yeah, look at those
And
sort of vertical cliff faces.
yeah, and so it will really, really take off once you start getting into these big old super cycles in gold. If you go back to the 70s or into the 90s or even 2000, the tech bubble, the what is that, the financial debacle thing that we had back in over in '08, even during COVID. You look at what silver's done just in the past 6, 8 months here. It's doubled in price almost.
Yeah, that's
So
insane.
that's the thing. It's really starting to perk up now.
That is so sick. So how do people do? How do they do how do they get the income? How do they trade this thing? Week to week. I think that's pretty short term trades, but not too long. But they still get the income. They get the if they want to buy it, they can still buy and hold it. But that income is sick. Then you can use that
Yeah.
income to buy more silver. It's a great
Exactly.
cycle.
The best thing to do is use the income on it. And if you're wanting to do long term, buys, I'd go out, like I said, 6, 8 months and do your calls out there, because that way you can pick up the move. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck in a sideways trend over 2 weeks, and then you're just going to get eaten up.
That's yeah. Let's. I think we got something teed up, right, to show them.
Yep.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Blake, can you do that?
Absolutely. You guys start talking about gold. I just come out of the woodwork here.
I know.
I'm like, oh, Goldfinger. I'm like, what? This is gold and silver? Okay, all right.
So you're a gold bug and not a roach, right?
That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay.
Look at all those
Well, here
pretty
we go.
faces. All right.